Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Line getting set on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Ball just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It's first and goal and looking for the first score. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And they got him. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
So now it's second and long.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
Throws to the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's second and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This will be the final play of the first quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Straight ahead from inside his 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Under fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the back. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll get rid of it. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Richmond. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll go to the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Get set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Line out trying to get it in. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. He's looking. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable 1st half in this New Mexico Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time he's got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll take it on the return. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point was good. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They boot it away. And it'll be down right there. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Final play of the quarter coming. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. That's reeled in, it's Richmond. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got out of trouble and throws. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turning it on. And it's in for a touchdown.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to add another. Looking to throw. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the right side, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Quick release by the QB. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the run. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give to the tailback. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. On the move to his left. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Firing deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
And with that, the season comes